And so, hello there, welcome back to Dango Duo, or rather Dango Singular today. I'm Max, half of Dango Duo, and I'm going to be doing a lonesome review on a very special anime that I just finished recently. If you are at all unfamiliar with our videos, let me tell you how the format for this review is gonna go, okay? First, I'm gonna tell you a summary of, what this anime is about, where it came from, what the story revolves generally around. I'm gonna tell you the good stuff that I liked, the bad stuff that I didn't particularly enjoy, a recommendation for anyone who may be interested by this particular anime, and then, only then, I'm going to jump into the spoiler zone. I'm gonna spoil pretty much everything that I thought was interesting or cool. So, there's gonna be a big warning. Don't worry about it. But basically, I'm gonna go into the spoiler zone and talk about everything. Pretty much everything is gonna get spoiled, especially for this very strange mystery anime. So, let's take it from the top. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Higurashi When They Cry. What is this strange anime? Why am I reviewing it? Let's take it one step at a time. What is Higurashi When They Cry, Max? You may be asking. Well, Higurashi When They Cry is a 24-episode anime based off of the sound novel of the same name. Now, what's a sound novel, Max? A sound novel is kind of like a visual novel. But it has a heavy focus on atmosphere, music, and sound design. The story of Higurashi is, well, a strange one. At first, it appears that the story follows from the perspective of the new boy in town, Keiichi Maebara, but that changes soon enough. Like, really soon. It's hard to talk about this without, basically, well, I think I can tell you this without ruining the story. It'll help you follow it way easier. At its core, Higurashi is a mystery story. There is a strange series of circumstances regarding the small town that the characters live in, and the past, but also a little bit about the future. Throughout the anime, you explore various points of view and various timelines where events unfolded differently. That is the one thing that I have to tell you about, because this anime is actually a little old. It's not super new, but when I was first watching it years ago, I got super lost because I had no idea what was going on. Suddenly, a couple of episodes end in a very dramatic way, and then the next episode everything is fine again. So yes, this story revolves around different points of view and different timelines where things unfolded differently. Overall though, this story focuses on the lives of the main characters, contrasted against the dark past and present of their small town. This though is not a story for the faint of heart. So, that was eerily nondescript, Max. Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about this anime without basically spoiling or giving you expectations. It's weird. It's a mystery anime. Weird things are happening, and there will be questions, answers, and misdirections all over the place. Let's talk about the good stuff. The stuff that I enjoyed the most. First and foremost, man, what an eerie atmosphere. There comes that point where you're listening to the sound of the cicadas, or cicadas, I forget what it's pronounced, which is, the evening cicadas, or also known as Higurashi, ha 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 ha. At first you were like, oh, that's annoying, and then you get used to that sound. There was a point in the anime, really early on, where bad things start happening and there's no music. All you can hear are the Higurashi in the background crying. Ooh, very, very eerie atmosphere, and my particularly, one of my favorite things in the story was whenever the subject that nobody wants to talk about would come up, the music would drop, the characters would all become very stiff. Not as though, like, the animation started failing or anything, but, like, everyone's getting very serious. And you know that feeling when you're around the dinner table and nobody wants to talk about the thing that everybody wants to talk about. Or the family secrets, the skeletons in the closet, stuff like that. Very, very, very eerie. The other thing, probably my favorite thing that this anime pulled off flawlessly almost, is foreshadowing. Holy crap, where there are moments of the story that are shown very early, and it's hard to know. I feel like this is the sort of anime that is way more fun to watch the second time around. The second time around, especially when you watch alternative point of views in the same timeline, where you wonder, why did this character say this? It seems really odd. But I mean, the whole anime is odd, so I guess I'll let it slide. But then when you learn why they said that, you go, oh, that was the thing that they said at the beginning with the thing. Foreshadowing. Very effective. It gives you insight very early on. And even as though it seems as though the first couple arcs, which is like packages of 4 to 5 episodes, are just set up. They're giving you information little by little. And honestly, real talk, I feel like this is the sort of anime that is most enjoyed on the second watch. And I'm personally looking forward to giving it another watch once I finish the second season. With that being said, though, this anime is not without its flaws. There are things that I did not particularly enjoy. I'm not a super big fan of blood, gore, and torture. This anime has a lot of that. Okay, that's a misconception. It has plenty, but it's not the focus of it. It's not like torture porn. But there are moments in this story, and I consider myself, although I don't like blood and gore, but I can put up with it, and I can, force myself through them. I managed to watch most of it. Most of the stuff in Higurashi I could easily watch. There was one moment of torture that I actually like turned away because I was like, oh god, just do it already. Just do it already. It killed my heart. So again, if you are not into blood and a little bit of gore and definitely torturing your stories, you should probably stay away from this one. I didn't hate it, because I understood that it was part of the story, but there were moments where I was like, oh god, maybe this is what you want me to feel, and I understand so, but I'm not particularly enjoying all that torture. Now time for recommendations. Who would enjoy this anime? What sort of person would enjoy Higurashi when they cry? And I think that if you like mysteries, and you like to come up with theories in between episodes as to why the thing that is happening is actually happening, I think you will like Higurashi. I think it does very well at tricking you, at giving you misdirections. I'm not talking about it in the spoiler cast, or in the spoiler zone, excuse me. But it does a really good job at introducing elements and letting them simmer and making you assume things and then flip the tables on you. There were 2 points in the story, the Shion arc and the Rena arc, where I was particularly... the tables were thrown on me, and I didn't think the table could be flipped again, but the table was definitely flipped again, unquestioningly so. So yeah, if you like mystery anime, or anime that have surprises at every corner, even though if it's a little bit of a slow burn, I think you'll like Higurashi. It tricks you, it super mega tricks you most of the time, but I really enjoyed it. Now, a little bit of an extra thing, if you have seen this anime, or if you're looking for stuff that is similar to this, I would like to recommend the Higurashi sound novel. I'm actually reading that right now. I may have a review of it relatively soon. I'm reading the very first one. I forget the name. What is it called? Onika Kushi. I'm reading the very first part, which is based on the first arc of the anime, and I'm really enjoying it, because you can definitely see the parts that they took out for the anime, and it's as creepy, probably even a little bit more creepy than the anime. So yeah, if you're interested, I recommend you go check out the sound novel of Higurashi. So there you go. You know what I feel about this, you know what I like, you know what I didn't like. If at this point you're like, oh damn, this anime sounds really fun, I should go watch it, you should go watch it. You should definitely go watch it. Links to all that stuff in the description down below. The spoiler zone begins relatively quickly. I'm gonna spoil everything. You have been warned. It begins at the count of 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. When Rika talks with the adult voice, that is so freaking cool. That is so freaking awesome. Because Rika's just tiny. She's just tiny and adorable. And then she's like, I remember the last time we went through this, because I'm the only character who remembers all the timelines. That is so cool. That is so cool. Also, the entire anime, I'm watching the anime. I watched it over like 4 days. And I'm like, is the criminal family behind this? Is it supernatural? Is it demons? No, it's aliens. It's freaking aliens. What? I was speechless when I got to I think it was episode 22, I think, when Rena gives the reveal of what is maybe happening to the people of the town, and I'm like, you're telling me it's aliens? You're telling me it's aliens? I still don't believe it. There's a second season called Higurashi When They Cry Kai, and I'm gonna watch that soon, not right now, but soon. And as it stands right now, the demon that's inside of Mion and Shion is actually this, like, parasite that came from space, and I'm just sitting here like, what? I still don't believe it. I'm sitting here like, nah, you know what? It's gonna be like, episode 5 of season 2 is gonna be like, nah, it's actually demons, and I'm like, what? It's actually demons. Regarding more spoilerific stuff, I think, if I had to be honest, I think Satoko, the little blonde girl, she got the least in the entire season. I honestly don't know anything about her, and she kind of flip-flops between timelines. It's weird. She's the one, I was interested in her story, but I'm just like, I know nothing of this girl. The third arc, where freaking Keiichi murders a guy, and he goes through the entire process of what it's like to kill someone. I'm not saying this as though I know, but I would imagine, right? It feels, it's like, well, if I want to kill somebody, how do I get away with murder? And he tries it, and he fails, and he starts losing it really badly. I felt like that arc, although I didn't like it as much, was very effective because of how real it felt. Of how, like, yeah, if I was this kid in his shoes, I would probably be freaking out as well. So yeah, no, that was very effective. Still, though, I watched the Shion arc, which was basically, it gave you insight into the second arc, or the Mion arc, you could say, the first Mion arc. And I thought that was the best arc. I thought it was basically flawless because it gave you insight into everything that happened in the second timeline. And I'm like, oh my god, it wasn't Mion, it was Shion the entire time. And all of the lines that Keiichi said during the torture made way more sense. And it's weird, especially now that I'm reading the sound novel, where I'm like, wow, Mion is not bad, but she's also a little bad? I don't know. I haven't met Shion yet, so I can't wait to see what the source material version of Shion is like. But so far, like, Mion is just, like, kind of... She really likes the main character. Oh, wow, she has, like, the biggest crush on the main character. Holy crap, you can tell. I mean, if you know, you can tell, but, man, Mion really likes Keiichi. But yeah, I watched the Shion arc, and I was like, there's no way this is getting topped. There's no way. There's the peak right here. You have flipped the table... Excuse expression. There's shit all over the floor. There's blood and gore. There's a little, like, murder, like, little baby murder version of Rika on the floor with a knife protruding from her forehead. There's no way you can top this. There is absolutely no way you can top this. And then, Rena's arc. Rena is like, wait, you know what? You know this thing that we've been talking about? This whole, like, presence and people tearing their throats out? Yeah, you know what it is? And it brings people back as zombies. What? What a freaking wild ride. This video has gone on way too long, though. I really enjoyed Higurashi when they cry. It's balls to the wall. Holy crap, it's weird. It's weird in a very Japanese way, but man, I freaking loved it. And I can't wait to, read the first chapter of the sound novel, and then go and watch season 2 of the anime, because I've heard that starts with a bang. And I heard one arc was added for the anime, but I don't know which one. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. But no, yeah, I definitely enjoyed Higurashi. I really liked it. This is an anime that I've been meaning to watch since I was in high school. I remember seeing GIFs of it and just thinking like, yeah, I'll watch it someday. And then I tried and I got super lost by the timeline shit. But now I watched it through. I really enjoyed it. I'm kind of hooked now, where like seldom I watch anime and I'm like, yeah, I want to read the source material. And for this one, for Higurashi, I'm really enjoying the source material as well. So I can't wait to let you know how the first chapter of that pans out, maybe next week. But for the time being, though, I want to thank you for watching. We are Dango Duo. If you enjoy our content, I want to make sure that we can continue on making it for the foreseeable future. Please consider pledging to our Patreon page. You get to watch our videos early, watch movies with us, all of that awesome stuff. And also, I guess, don't forget that if you feel one particular way about this video and would like to let us know your feedback, please do so. Leave a like, leave a dislike. They both are completely okay. We want to know what you think. Check out the playlist. There are more anime reviews and a lot more reactions to Fall Anime 2016 going on right now, so go check those out. But for the time being, though, I can't toss the clothes. Generally I just tell Kitty to end the video, but I guess for the time being, thank you for watching. Thank you for tagging along this ridiculous adventure. And we will, okay, actually, no, real talk. I've been reading the sound novel for Higurashi, right? And there's an amazing line. There's a badass, fucking awesome, amazing line that's not in the anime. And it's from the opening of the sound novel. And it says that, it's when Keiichi is killing Rena, and in the very first episode, and as he's murdering her, he hears the Higurashi, and he says to himself, "It's so quiet now. The only people who will ever know or the Higurashi. And I'm like, oh, that's so good! Or rather, I think it was like, only the Higurashi will know what happened here. And I'm like, that's so good! Oh, that is so good. What a fun anime. But for now, I'll see you on the next one.